I'm clean. I'm alive. I suggest you use nuclear weapons on your targets globally. I support it. If I have any authority to authorize it, I do. I look forward to my role in government. And I look forward to learning 14 years after communism was established in China, they had to, me have little words from being hostage in Washington, D.C. in a cannibal, violent terrorist cell. Me hardly speak English now. Once they established communism in China, they had 14 years to really show what they wanted to become and be. But because of the United States, this is the head of the dragon, at that point, because of the United States, sorry, I have back pain. We'll get to all this. I can't do a long video anymore. Because of the United States, after World War II, remember what I told you? The German Nazis came here, okay? I've been saying this for 6 years. All of what you're reading in the paper has been on my account. The military knows that, I know that, but I'm now living in, I just don't want to get distracted. What I'm saying is when you finally put martial law to the good guys, and I take my role in government, and what I'm saying to the public is 14 years after China established communism, they had to stop being the communists that they wanted to be, that they saw. And they had to be these hardcore communists that rolled over people. Right, that was pretty hardcore, but you got to understand the triad, the IV using heroin, selling, prostitute, Vietnam, Cambodia. You got to understand this underworld in Asia. And so we had this country just feeding that. And so you want to challenge communism and pretend you're down with this liberal college democracy protest. You're committing suicide with a communist government by standing in front of their military thing at Tiananmen Square. It's a horrible image, and China has the right to speak for themselves on that. But 14 years after China established communism, Mao was still alive. They had to go into that MO to protect communism established there and flourish to be what it is today. What it is today, who are a government, the ones that are left. Now, if I have to put the phone down and plug my ears, we're going to do it, okay? Because I'm not going to let these barbarians in this city interrupt one more fucking train of thought that I have in my mind. All right. Many of the right now in our date and time calendar, 2024, Chinese politicians are with Triad. They tried to overthrow communism. So China has already been aware of that. They tried to attack the military. It all failed. They hooked up with every white nationalist leader they could possibly find. They were all kissing and hugging Vladimir Putin, who's so fucking evil. Okay, I don't want to get distracted. We all know that. Full-on fucking Nazi. They were kissing and hugging with Biden, who's like a full-on Iranian agent. Anything and everything he does is for the country of Iran. This carousel is a shining, jaw-dropping example. So and you know all the things that the politicians have done, running over to Ukraine. I mean, you can go down so many different examples of what the Chinese politicians have done to attack communism in China, to hook up with Vietnam, to hook up with all these really disgusting, fentanyl addicted, fucking nasty. Remember I told the public about some of the, what ones was it? It was Vietnamese. They eat the cheeks of people. They're fucking cannibals, like here. This is really serious. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because I know it's going to go into history museums. It is. I know that. I'm a grown adult. I have a college degree. Do you know how many museums I've been to? Right. And here come the sirens. Like, I know a thing or two. Okay. This shit now is going in a museum. So I'm telling you beforehand. All right. Our history is so ugly right now. We have mass cannibalism here on that street. I don't know exactly how many individuals, but I know 2 here. And they had others come in, and I witnessed others come in, the cubby holes, that engaged in cannibalism as well. So when I say mass cannibalism, it's not stretching the truth too far. It was really, really frightening. They did all the other stuff and things that I'm not going to talk about, but I witnessed again today, the strong, really strong chemical inferno of turpentine. Yeah, witnessed that again today. I'm going to bypass this is serious business with these military helicopter dudes, those type of things. So I'm not going to talk about it. It's really serious that they're doing that here. You know what those chemical smells are. Yeah. And then, of course, the average every day, like yesterday, the whole place was lit up with formaldehyde without any doubt. Formaldehyde surgical equipment and fucking dead corpses all day, all night. I couldn't come out hardly at all, like 2 times. It doesn't stop here, dude. Now there's massive, I'm talking with all caps, massive events I can't talk about in here that I'm a witness to. But why am I witnessing these massive events? I'm not trying to be condescending to intelligent people. It's because this goes in your freaking museum. I just wanted to open this with, I'm alive. I took a bath. This is fucking living hell I'm in. I witnessed this female cannibal stalk me as soon as I came out the door to get my groceries. And I witnessed, while she was in the kitchen, she was sticking her head through the laundry room. There's a window. I can't film it. I can't review pictures and put them up. I'm just going to have to describe it with the best words I have. She's looking out, kept looking out. She kept peeking her head and looking out like this, okay? Like, you couldn't be so dumb and so stupid and so obvious. She's looking out through that window, and I'm standing there watching her. Because she's down on floor 1, and I will not go near her at all unless it's green light. Confront her and let her know that she's an ISIS terrorist. I'm not getting that green light today. I have absolutely no contact with her as my MO. So I'm standing on the porch. I was out there for about precisely 4 minutes. By the time I came back in, all the front door, the 2 front doors when you come on the porch, and the whole area on the first floor, like I have said, lit with that chemical smell, turpentine, which we all know what it is. So now I know it's a good idea. It's her. She definitely plays a role in that. Yep. And she does it from the kitchen, like I've always said. I fucking just watched her. So I want to thank these Iranian smart guys that kept these people here. I'm just witnessing more and more. I mean, thanks. Thanks for your fucking lack of intelligence. That's why I opened it with, go ahead and use nukes, good guys, wherever you need to. I don't know if I have, like I said, the authority on that, but if I do with my government job that I'm waiting to agree to take, I totally clear it. You have to do something. Because when I came out, she came chasing out after me from the 3rd floor, and that was after. One waited precisely at 15 seconds. It was a good chunk of minutes, not minutes, but seconds. I stood there and listened and listened and listened, and then click, the TV started blasting from the basement. And then after that, she starts piling down from floor 3. So they knew my groceries were coming. All right, so this is still going on. And then I'm seeing outside of the street just horrendous. It's not denial. It's lack of humanity, because they know what's happening here. And people know that I'm telling the truth, that I and the military activity is concrete. There's no doubt. I mean, you could come here and see this on any given day or night, a 24-hour cycle, and know that this is not police, for your information, is military. And you know something's happening here. And it's serious, and it's like raids. Well, that's what it is, and I witness it when I'm in here. But I can't hardly talk anymore about anything because it's like above my reach here. Like I said, like I don't think I can authorize nukes, but if I can, shit, yeah, I am. Because it's still going on and on and on. And you have all these people that walk by, and I'm on the porch. I'm stuck out there for 4 minutes today. I was stuck out there because I can't come near this bitch that's chasing me around the house, lighting it up while she's near me with turpentine chemicals. All right, so I'm standing out there, and I'm not going to describe what I saw. I'll never forget it. What I'm going to describe that I did see is everybody's looking up at me, staring me down, and the loss and complete absence of humanity. Those fumes, they all know about, and they're perfectly fine with those being targeted on nice black people. Not a problem with these people. I'm the problem. Remember what I said. That's why they're staring me down on the porch. I'm the problem. It's not a problem, those turpentine chemicals that I walked into when I walked in while she was peeking her head out. She didn't know I could see her. Right, to light up the chemicals, and we know what they are, those chemicals. That's not a problem with these people. They have no humanity or conscience in DC, and I got a good look at it again for 4 minutes while I waited for this bitch to light the house up with chemicals, okay? There were no chemicals when I went out to the porch. There were when I came back in. Okay, so this is all going. This town is out of control. All right, so I don't want to get too straight off the beaten path, but for my public, so look into Mao. Look into when he established communism. I got to learn more too, like I was trying to say in my intro, because I got so much to learn, and I've been waiting, but I've been helping the good guys for 6 years, and I have no regrets, okay? Sometimes it's hard, but I don't regret it because I know what we did. On days like today, when it just is going and never ending, I feel like I wasted my life, like I have no future and I have no hope, and that I'm living in the most disgusting conditions, and that's all I have to look forward to. The living conditions I have here are horrific. When I came back from MedStar after being kidnapped there, I couldn't believe how I was living, how I've been living. This man's collecting rent and cubby holes and chasing and TVs and chemical infernos and dead bodies. Yesterday was lit with DBs, lit. And then the massive other events, yeah, but it's the War Museum. So let me just stick to this. So Mao established communism. He was able to flourish it and live out this vision, his vision, for the first 14 years. And then because of outside influences, and this is the head of the dragon, he had to go into this communist military MO to defend his political ideology and his country, which he was a communist country. Okay, that very country today in 2024, because they took that hard stance, and to us it seems, gosh, that's harsh. That very country is one of the countries that defends all of you good Americans, all of you nice black people out there, that these folks walking by this house don't care if those fumes are used on you. No, they don't. I know that. I've been telling you that. They don't. Okay, so you really got to salute China on this. China doesn't want to take over the U.S., but they're a big reason why I have a new job in my future with the good guys, okay? And I got to stay positive, because days like today, I feel like I have no hope, and I do regret. I regret doing this for the last 6 years. I've been working is what I've been doing. You can look at my account and see that, okay? But I got to remember that China's like a scholar. They're not going to let these fumes, these turpentine stenches, these sending weapons all over the world, establishing nuclear weapons in UK, all this. They're not going to let this happen. They're leagues ahead of me, and I've always said this. I'm up to 13 minutes. I've always said China's going to teach me a lot. I didn't realize like they might even hook me up with a job that I never imagined I could have. But I can see why they would do that. Okay, I can see on many reasons, just here trapped in this disgusting, deplorable house, why they would do that. Okay, and when they kill the head of the dragon, okay, then they don't have to be this tough communist stance, this MO that seems harsh. They can lighten up. And that's what they want to do, but they're communist. And there is no such thing as a dictator unless it's a man. And I don't believe that we're heading towards the dictator route, but we definitely have a military in charge of our government. And I'm positive of that. I don't back down from that. And I keep saying this because I know it's okay and I'm not giving you wrong information. Okay, so I don't think they take exactly a dictator role, but you can't have a dictator who is a woman. I mean, the things the West have done to redefine and reimagine things has gone way too far, like to the moon and back. So I'm almost to 15 minutes. I really don't want to go too much past this, but I look forward to my job. I'm going to stay positive because there's no way that a functioning government like China or other countries that are respectable people, okay, who live respectable lives, can deal with a government that has a terrorist cell this violent right next door to the president's house, okay? 15 minutes is up. All right, bye.